got a bit of a special one here, guys. So this is a card that it's a Callum card. I say that because he lets me clean them now and then. This isn't a cleaner, this is a bit more of a repair. So this is a Raikou Gold Star. Now, anyone that knows Pokemon, these cards are blowing up at the moment. They're very, very expensive. In half sensible condition, they're worth a lot of money. This is not in half sensible condition. There is a lot of stuff that needs doing to it, but I think we can improve it. So we've got obviously a bit of lifting in the bottom corner. Again, in this, the whole, pretty much whole side of this card is lifting. Same in this corner. So it's for want of a better word, it's battered. And there's some creases obviously here. The back actually isn't that bad. There's not a massive amount of whitening. Obviously you've got a little bit of damage to that corner, a little bit here and there, a bit there. So if we can get this flattened out, this should be lovely. We just got to get that out and obviously then give it a really good clean. There's a lot of muck and grime on this. I'm going to run it under the camera just so I can really show you that, because it's not always evident on here. But let's get the camera, let's get the magnifying out and we'll have a zoom in. So as you can see the card on, this is what I talk about when I say sometimes you can fix whitening on a card, sometimes you can't. What you can see from this is it's not whitening in the sense that it's the card's lost its colour, it's folded back. So the chances are we are going to be able to manipulate that back into place, which is exactly what we want. And I think that's a bit of a trend along the card, if I'm honest. If you, again, you can see there, that's lifting. It's all lifted across the edge onto the other corner, lifted. Let's run down this side. A little bit of a tear there, might be able to do some of that, but we'll see. Again, it's mostly lifted. I mean, this is the worst area. I'll turn this around in a minute and show you it, but it's mostly lifted, especially down here as it gets there. You can see it's literally come away from the card. It's just getting it to go back into place, which it will do. Get a little bit of moisture in there. You can do that. And again, look, it's not gone, it's folded back. So we can potentially manipulate that back into place and get that stuck down, which would be good. Not stuck as in glued, but we don't want to put glue on Pokemon cards. But we'll get it back there just for using moisture. And again, all along this edge, you can even see it there. The card's still there. That's the good thing. This is a good thing about this Raikou. So let's have a little look at the surface itself. This is the black mark I was talking about. It's quite a big grimy bit on there. I mean, that will clean off, which is good. In fact, let's get a little bit of card spray on that. You'll see what I'm talking about. So if we put that under there, we are just going to give that a gentle rub with a cotton wool bud. And you'll see that slowly start to lift. Sometimes it takes a couple of times to get rid, but bulk of the time, again, you're being gentle. You don't want to be too hard or you're going to scratch the card, which we don't want to do. Now that might take a few goes, but you can see that's a little bit better. So again, just going to work on that area. Sometimes letting that dirt, that liquid soak in. Yes, it's on there pretty good, I'm not going to lie. So this will take a few applications. It'll probably work away a little bit. I've got a bit of a tougher tool. I'm trying to be gentle. Don't want to scratch it as we're rubbing away at it, but it is coming off. There's a lot more. You can't see it because it's further down, but there's a lot more further down on this surface. So it's going to take a fair bit of cleaning, but look, already you can see that's a lot better than it was. I'm not going to spend too much time on it now because I want to fix all the creases and lifting and that first, but I'm not seeing any black dots, which is good. It's just more grime. There's a lot of dirt on this card. I don't know what the person that owned it did it with it before, but again, look, another Another area there on his paw. We can work on that. Get right into it and we'll get that gone. It's not always going to come off first time. Don't want to put too much moisture on it, he says, as he puts loads on it. But it will. And now I've got these. I actually quite like these tools. These are more for very specific detailing, but you can get right into the that we can see. So again, it's going to get another clean, so I'm not too bothered at this moment. I just wanted to show you for this purpose, but it's got the bulk of it away. Not really, like I say, any black dots on this car. There's no mould or grime. Oh, well, obviously there's grime on it, but there's no mould or anything of great concern. This is the area obviously we're going to be working on. That's the biggest crease. We're going to try and press that and see what takes it out, and then if not, we'll get the heat gun on it. Again, this has got a few little dots, things like that. You can't really see without looking at it close up or with a camera, I think anyway. Get rid of them. You'll notice I wipe it after every time I do it. I don't want to leave moisture on the card. It won't soak in as such, but it can sometimes have an effect on it, so you just want to be careful. It's all about, what's that under? Lightning. It's all about patience. And again, they're only little dots. Probably wipe off. But now I'm seeing them, I want to get rid of them, so. Oh, there's a good one. So anything that could affect buffer 70. Anything that can affect a surface score. I mean, this isn't going to get a 10, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely going to get something better. This is what I'm going to call my Mona Lisa. I've done something before for Callum. We did a, is it a Flareon? I want to say Flareon. No, that's wrong. I did another gold star he bought. It's an Unreal card. He wanted to keep it, he wouldn't let me. That's going off soon. So that was an Ace 2, I think. We're hoping to see if it gets something better. Should do. Come out really well. Go and look on our Instagram. You'll see the pictures on there. Got plenty. This was before I filmed, so I didn't record that annoyingly, but there was quite a few videos on there of me cleaning that up. And a before and after. So yeah, I don't want to work around this too much, but look, you can see, if I see how much that card's moving, I can manipulate that to just press it out, if you like. And I will work on that a little bit before I press it, because what I don't want to do is press it and create a crease. If you like, I'm gonna teach the cardboard where I'll teach the card where I want it to go, if that makes sense. Don't want to turn that into a crease. We want to just get it, work it out of the card, and that's what flattening is going to do. It's a big crease though, and that's it. So yeah, that's the card zoomed in. So before I start playing around with this, I am just gonna give this hollow a clean, give the surface a clean in general, to be honest, just to see what comes out of it. I am being a little bit rougher than I normally would, but there is some grime on this, so I'm anticipating it's going to come off when I'm doing this. I mean, you can see on that it's not exactly clean, is it? The main areas of concern is this pore in this area here. It's where all the grime was when we chucked it under the microscope. I don't know why that camera's picking it up, but we're going to work on that. Just going to dry that area off. We are going to chuck this in the humidor. I think I might chuck it in the humidor for a bit, see what I can do with this area here. Obviously this is the biggest area. See if I can get these edges down. I don't really want to press them down till the card's got a little bit of moisture in it, and then we'll start having a play. I am going to work on this area here just a little bit more, because that I can see grime in there. It will come out, even when we give it a polish out, probably come out a bit better, but there is some, like, almost like a glue, which is weird, because on the last card I did for Callum, that had the same. The card looked fine, but then when you stuck it under a camera, there's a big, like, red area down here. Just looked like someone had put, like, eaten a sweet and stuck it on it, and that is very much what that looks like. I don't know what it is, but we will see. Again, back is looking pretty good. I'm not going to wipe that just yet. I'm going to wait till I've done all the straightening, but you can see in the card, see the crease that's going along there, mirrors the one that's on this side. It's not that bad. It hasn't actually creased the card as such, and I think we'll get that out when we flatten it, but there's a few little hairline scratches in that on here. I'm just going to give it a wipe just so I can... Right. Let's get some moisture in this card and then we'll play with it a bit more. So there it is in the humidor. I mean, again, this, everyone has different ways of doing this. Some like that. You'll see in here you've got the humidity percentage. I like mine quite high. I don't leave the cards in there that long. I get a little bit nervous of that, so I stick them in there for a little bit, get some humidity into it, just so it's pliable, so I can work with the card, and then I'll take it out and I'll start working on it. You'll generally tend to find you leave cards in there too long, you see them slowly fold up, and you've kind of potentially done a bit more damage than good there. But I leave them in there a little bit, get some humidity into it, and I'll probably leave that in there for just under an hour, if less. I sit it right next to me while I'm working on another card, so worst case, if I start seeing it doing what it shouldn't, then I'll pull it straight out. But yeah, we'll leave it in there, then we'll come back to that in a minute. No, we've not had this in the humidor very long at all. I've literally had it in there 10-15 minutes, if that. I just want to manipulate these corners a little bit. I'm going to press it, but I want to get these so they're where I need them to be. So when I'm pressing it, I'm not making the problem worse. This is the area here. See where it's lifted? I just need that to kind of get back into place. So when we press it, it doesn't lift it further, but it's all about how I put it in. So that's just going to work on these areas here. This is the biggest area concern. I've got to try and manipulate this corner somehow. It's almost like the whole of the corner's tried to lift. I mean, it does push down, but it doesn't like it. try and teach the card where it's got to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some black foam pads. I'm going to stick this in it and then we're going to clamp it. I made these pads slightly smaller for this because I want to really target where that's going. I don't want it too wide, so it's just a light mist on there. That is probably too much, so we're going to just dab that up a bit. No, I don't want it to. Another light mist on that other card. And we're just going to to place that in there like so. We're going to place that on top of that like so, and then we are going to press that card down in our clamps.